Hey guys, first regardsman here, and so I'll be talking about the best Bulwark build for Space Marine 2 patch 12 to absolutely dominate hard stratagems, even some of the custom stratagems, and things like absolute operations. Now, once again, we are using the Power Fist block variant. This weapon is exactly the same as it was in patch 11. It is still one of the best options for any melee weapon in the entire game, if not the single best. And even though the balance option got buffed up, you could use this instead. I'm taking this one today because it still hits the hardest overall. Now, for the perk tree on this, I do take the perk Perpetual Strength first, moving here into the perk Heavy Preparation. Heavy attack preparation times reduced by 30%. This perk is pretty much mandatory on all Power Fists in this game. Without this, your charge attacks just take forever to charge up, so definitely grab this. And also, a 1+ speed here will not affect the charge rate of the base of the Power Fist at all, so you're getting full benefit from the perk. Next perk here is Perpetual Strength, up here into Perpetual Strength again for a 10% melee damage increase. Then I grab the perk here, Focused Intention. When your health is below 30%, you take 50% less health damage while preparing heavy attacks. This perk allows you to trade with your Power Fist, so basically, as you charge up a Power Fist, you'll have this damage reduction go off, because often you'll be shot in the face while you're charging, you'll be attacked while you're charging, but you'll have no knockback active, and you'll be able to stand there and keep charging up your fist, and not just instantaneously die, and then you'll immediately follow up with a charge attack, get them to execute, and then get that execute to have all your HP back. So that's kind of like the whole game plan of this weapon later. Now, next perk here is Tide of Battle. Power wave forward distance increases from 4 to 8 meters. This perk's description is still incorrect in patch 12 here. This is actually 10 to 20 meters. It basically turns your Power Fist charge attacks into a ranged weapon. The next perk here is Following Blow. Back Fist and Back Fist 2 can be performed instantly after a charge thrust jab or hammer hook. This just helps you pick up some breakpoints for an execute. Not the most mandatory perk ever, but I do like it quite a bit. Moving down here into the perk Strength of Will. While performing a heavy attack, you will take 20% less range damage. Just like the perk over here, these do stack together to give you even more damage reduction, so definitely grab this one. And the final two perks are Combo and Majora Slayer. That's pretty much all there is for the Power Fist setup. Now, for the secondary weapon, we do take the Rate of Fire Plasma Pistol. This is still a top tier option in patch 12. It has amazing CHP regen, amazing stagger, great damage. It does kind of have a shit ammo economy, but that matters way less for us because we do have another ranged weapon basically with the Power Fist. And overall, the CHP regen on this is just really what you want. Now, for the perk tree, you just build all ammo because ammo perks like Efficient Charge and Plasma Collection, these will just solve most of the major issues of this gun. It's still very ammo hungry, but you won't run out in like 5 shots pretty much. Also, Perpetual Velocity is up here, and having shots charge even faster. That's just like an added boon. Though I will say, if you don't want to take the Rate of Fire Plasma for whatever reason, you could take the Heavy Bolt Pistol on the Ammo Reserve side or the Heroic one and build it like this, but that is up to you. Now, for the perk tree, we do start off with what is probably a top 2, if not top 1 perk in the entire game, Intimidating Aura. A perfect time parry deals area effect damage in a 5-meter radius. The cooldown is 5 seconds. This perk will function on a perfect block, it's just a perfect parry, and the amount of damage this does is kind of staggering. This perk just kind of carries the Bulwark sometimes, or like if you were in a seriously dangerous scenario, you're just dealing free damage for blocking. It's kind of nuts how good this is, and I really think that some of the other perks down here, like For Momentum, might need a bit of a bigger buff, because at the moment, this is just the best option in this column, even though Conviction is also a top tier perk. That's just how strong this is. Next perk here is Scramble Targeting. If you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies, you will take 25% less damage from range attacks. This perk is just free range damage reduction, so I pretty much always pick it up. And the perk up here, Shock and Dodge, doesn't do a ton for us on this build. And the perk here, Armored Contempt, was never that good to begin with. Next perk here is Steel Within. When your health is less than 50%, you will take 30% less health damage. This perk is also incredible. I think this is by far the best perk in this column. Any amount of damage reduction that you add to this class on top of your base HP of having a 30% increase does make your overall effective HP way better. So I think this one is just super powerful. You definitely notice when you have this or Conviction, and since we're taking Intimidating Aura, this is kind of like a no-brainer. Next perk here is Focus Restoration. Every 30 seconds, all team members automatically restore 1 armor segment. This perk is also incredible. It's just a free damage reduction on your class all the time. Pretty much whenever you're slapped in the face on the Bulwark, or like really whenever you're slapped in the face in this game at all, and you have armor remaining in melee, you will take no damage no matter how much armor is actually remaining, even from bosses. So perks like this that give you 8 trip feet every 30 seconds, they're super valuable. Though I will say, if you're like brand new to the game, Advanced Conditioning is probably a better option for you because CHP management is pretty hard for you if you're like completely new, but Focus Restoration is overall better. Next perk here is Purity of Purpose. The banner deals damage over time to enemies with its area of effect. This perk is still the top tier option on Bulwark. It doesn't really come close. Like, it just is a free shock grenade around your banner all the time. It does completely free damage to Minoris, Majoris, Extremis, and Terminus, and it's just a value perk. And so, honestly, this one gets even better if you take Glory's Shield, but even on Invigorating Icon here, it's still a top tier option. Now, the next perk here is obviously Invigorating Icon. When the banner is activated, all of your team members regain maximum contested health, but recharges 50% more slowly. This is just a full HP heal for your entire team. When you plant down your banner, you will have your CHP bar filled up entirely. All you have to do after that is deal damage to an enemy or execute them. A really simple perk to use, really damn strong, and one of the best really since launch on the game. Next perk here is just for no knockback. This one says after a shield bash, shield rush, or thunder hammer pommel smash, melee damage increases by 15%. You don't lose control of heavy hits, and you cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. Without this perk, you will be slapped around quite a bit. The Power Fist does have built-in no knockback to its charge attack, but having this still helps out. And you also just get like a free range damage buff, or melee damage buff, I should say, so that's pretty nice on top of that. And all you have to actually do to trigger this is just shield bash at all. Doesn't matter if you actually hit a guy whatsoever. As long as you just do a shield bash every 10 seconds, you will have no knockback active, and that's a very strong effect. Next perk here is Defensive Mastery. A time parry or block instantly incapacitates a Majoris or Extremis level enemy. The cooldown is 90 seconds. This perk is still top tier in patch 12, one of the best perks in the entire game. Having a 90-second cooldown on Extremis kill may not seem like much, but when you're fighting bosses and Extremis is like the only thing between you and actually being able to kill the boss or instantaneously dying to a frame trap, being able to basically just like hit one button and just insta-kill him, that's a top tier option. And in siege mode, if you go up to like wave 30 plus, you're gonna have enemies that have so much damn HP in this game that you can pretty much just save like 3 melta bombs by just parrying them one time. Now, for the prestige perks here, I do take Resilience first. Medicate Sims restore 40% more HP. If you take this perk with the Bulwark's HP perks like Steel Within, you're going to be so damn tanky off a single stim. Like, one stim use is worth so much on a Bulwark because the Bulwark just has such a highly effective HP amount that I think this perk is a pretty great option and super underrated. But if you do want ammo, you could pick this one up instead. Next perk here is Mandatory Overcharge. Held and charged attack damage increases by 20%. This perk is also incredible. The amount of damage this does is just staggering. It's a multiplicative damage increase to your held and charged attack damage, and that's like the most heavy hitting attacks in the game anyways, so definitely pick this one up. And the final two perks are Powerful Shot for more range damage and Masterful Defense, because ability charge getting restored by 1% for every blocked range attack is just a god tier perk as well, because basically all you have to do is just like block a Soul Can Terminator and you'll have an entire Invigorating Icon up again almost, which is really powerful as an effect. And that's pretty much all there is for this build, guys. It really hasn't changed at all since like patch 11, but Bulwark is still that guy, Power Fist is still that weapon, and Invigorating Icon is still that good, and Intimidating Aura still just like carries you in certain fights. So hopefully this build guide helped you, and if you like content like this, subscribe for more, and as always, take it easy. Thanks for watching. Bye. She's gonna get support all the way for like the next 4 years, I'm sure, or like the next until 2029 Space Marine 3 at least, very least. Alright, wow, look, they're perfectly up in the balcony, so I can blow them up. Coming. Guys, don't wait up for me. I don't, no, don't split up. Right there, see, it's perfectly placed for the bomb. Definitely. See? I understand radiuses and math.
Is this the glory Magnus promised you? Traitorous scum deserve mercy. It is renewal given forth. I have the greater wish. Repel the oncoming heretic forces. Roots of occult heresies scatter before us. The taint of the walk.
I have a power for this build, assault guide for my YouTube channel. Yeah, I have every build guide you probably ever need for this game on my channel. So, if you just type in Power Fist Assault, I promise you it's there. I don't think there's probably like maybe 20%, probably some shitty builds I haven't covered, but all the big ones are definitely here. I probably have 1,000 build guides on my channel at this point, and at least 100 for this patch. So, yes indeed. Hot take, balanced weapons outside of Tech Marine are overrated. Block is still the king. I still think block weapons are mostly better. But I think they're good on assault too, though, for balance, because balance, you can kind of circumvent the awkward parry window on them by just using your animation cancel. Which also gives you a perfect dodge in that class.
Continue with the mission. There are more pressing heresies that need our attention. Our first priority remains the battle.
I thought it's clumped on each other there. There really is nothing in absolute that this build can't handle. Or even hard strats, really. As long as it's not like some diabolical modifier that's just awkward for your build. That's more of like a niche thing. There's for sure going to be a new class in the next, in year 3 with speculations. I mean, Chaplain's what they said they want to do. You're probably not getting an Apothecary because they don't like the healing perks in the game already. They already think that they've nerfed both of the healing perks in this game with, or two of the strongest ones from launch. Like Adrenaline Rush and... The only one they actually added in really was Unmatched Heal. for this. There we go.
The mutant makes its end. Traitorous scum do not deserve mercy and death. His will be done.
A librarian, maybe? You're not getting a librarian in this game. They said they have no intention to add a Cypher power in. Like, that would be a pretty... It's not impossible. Like, you could maybe get one day, but the most likely thing is the librarian's going to be in Space Marine 3.
The seeds of heresy there.
That's the most likely event for that.
Captain Akaran, your Ultramarines are late. You're under heavy attack and need reinforcements. We are on the final approach. Make haste, lest your tardiness lead to the harm of our blessed vessel.
Astro, I think the tier 1 sub. Thank you very much, Astro. Okay. Kill this guy. Like her powers would be cool seeing Space Marine 3. Yeah, I mean, let's be realistic. Space Marine 2 is probably getting a year 4 as well, not just a year 3, but also. More. Okay. On. God, these guys are walk through on this build. Compare this to the Vanguard last time. I don't mind a year 4 in Space Marine 2 at all. I don't think most people would mind. Mind's an interesting way to put it, but yeah.
Witness how dark gods are battling. Tasted the Imperium, never hesitate in fulfilling his will.
Ah, perfect.
We are honored to fight alongside you. Thirsty sons of Magnus and Terra.
You're playing Space Marine 2 until you're 90 years old, FTG? Probably. Or when Space Marine 3 comes out. It is my duty to play Space Marine 2 forever. That's just what life has given me. And Space Marine 3.
The minions of the arch enemy are no more.
Adequate performance noted, Talassa. I have opened the gates. The cogitations are clear. We cannot preserve this blessed vehicle with such a meager number of troops.
Talassa is not there to provide you with protection. They are there to prepare that battle barge for flight.
It couldn't possibly break free of Demarium's gravity in its present condition.
We only require that it reach the enemy.
The engine should provide sufficient lift, but the vessel's fusion batteries are fully depleted. There's no charge to start the ship's reactor.
Can you rectify that?
There is a fusion battery used to weaken the reactor. It will require charging from our power. Those areas of the facility are compromised.
We will escort the fusion battery out.
Victory goes to the righteous, not to the foul.
I just kill the boss before he even does anything. You're so tanky and so much damage on this class that you can just take it. You can just summon him in. Alright. Do it again. Like, you have the privilege of sneaking him down.
Back to your dark masters, you malevolent fiend. The power is reduced to rot and rust. The ladder is ready to fly.
A balanced build, balanced class, for a balanced game. Very fair class.
Beginning servo carriage escort.
Due to the volatile nature of the fusion battery, safety
Bulwark is the
protocols
goat of
prevent
operations. I mean, he's just the goat of all content, really.
along the tracks to
He's
the
part of,
junction
like, the
station.
best team comps for Siege, the best team comps for operations, solo. This class is part of everything. It's part of the true solo record on Siege mode right now. It's done with Bulwark. The group Siege record is done with Bulwark. The operations true solo records are done with Bulwark. Hard strats, also Bulwark. He's just him. He's just him. He is that guy.
We appear to have reached the junction station.
There are several consoles for managing the tracks nearby. You must perform the appropriate rites of alignment to achieve the desired geometry.
Wings of Flame is pretty fucking close to him right now, I'm not gonna lie. If there's anything in this game approaching Bulwark, it's like Fire Blaster Attack or Wings of Flame Assault.
Considering this plan of theirs, I have my doubts.
Actually, you gonna post Total War 40k gameplay when we get it? I mean, definitely, yeah. We'll be covering that game. I'm not in their creator program. I doubt I ever will be because I just don't really care for Crave Assembly shit all that much. But the game when it comes out.
Terraces scattered before us. The malformed abomination. Banner, ready to deploy. The abomination is no more.
Nomad Bones, the Prime.
Our foes push to overwhelm us. Stop them!
Go. Take Legend of Total War spot. Well, Legend of Total War is actually like, first of all, once the guy is chosen for a game, they are not unchosen unless they quit. But Legend of Total War, despite quitting, there are like 15 bajillion other hyper-established creators in Total War. There's absolutely no way I could ever take Legend of Total War spot.
Heretic lies defeated.
Well, I could make my own content and have fun. That's all that really matters. I'll tell you who could actually be the next Legend of Total War, though. Maybe not in terms of like being separated from Crave Assembly, but Indy probably could. Indy is the only guy that's like both in Total War and heavily in 40k at the same time.
The Omnisire has blessed you with an abundance of power. Perhaps in the machine god's infinite wisdom they permit the transgression you're about to commit.
Must be beyond your ken, Engine Seer. It does not take a locus to see this is an act of desperation.
Love that guy. Actually sad he's done. I know, dude. Legend of Total War was the goat. Absolutely goat.
The mutant makes it safe. This taint has been
Please, I don't trust CA. I mean, Total War 40k will be big no matter what.
One of us must remain innocent.
It'll do well no matter what. Whether or not it'll be good, that's the real question. But like, even if that game sucks, it'll be popular because it's Total War 40k. Also be on console.
heretics, witches, purged with righteous hatred.
Would Bulwark still be the best if he had the Power Fist? Probably not the best. Actually, still probably, yeah, with the Shield Bash.
Behold, the true horror of heresy.
solo run brave. Not really brave, considering the build we're using right now. More like a walk in the park, really.
Traitorous scum do not deserve mercy or death.
Dasp, you think for the Prime? I mean, the game will suck for the first 2 years, just like every Total War before. I don't think people even care as much, though. And the reason for that is
Butter is ready to fly.
there are a ton of new fans coming in that have never played a Total War before ever. And they're going to be like, oh my god, this is incredible. And they have like no frame of reference for how bad some of the launches the other ones were, or like what other games were even like. And that game's also coming out on console, so like those fans especially won't know shit. They'll be like, oh my god, this is like all new to me. They never played a Total War in their life. Never played the first Total War. Is it full of DLCs like Civilization and Stellaris? It is definitely full of DLCs, but it's also been out for like 10 years. But I would say Stellaris still has, like Paradox games still have more DLCs. That's still true, right? Fuck, there's so many fucking Xandors, man. Alright, well, he turned as my fist went out, so he hit both. Very tragic.
We're almost there. What is your status? Preparing the sword of entries for launch now. Hold for our signal. Transmitting targeting signal now. The signal is weak. Can we plot a course?
Your data is clouded, Lieutenant. Maintain close proximity to target.
The abomination is slain.
Alright.
The reactor is primed for ignition.
The vessel is ready. This machine service me forever remembered.
Entries ready to launch a new signal. Lock target now.
Tracking signal data, telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference. Calculating trajectory.
And now we are free. Look at that.
Behold, our death strike is unleashed.
An instrument of the machine god's wrath. This would bring tears to my eyes if I still had them.
A heavy sacrifice of such a sacred machine. Let us hope her martyrdom is worth it.
Hey, there we go.